What's up guys? In today's video, I want to share my honest feedback on the SMALLRIG RC350D Daylight Balance Moonlight, which I've been using for a little over a year now. My goal is to cover what's in the box, build quality, features that I like, and any improvements that I think are needed, and my final thoughts, and I'm gonna wrap it up with a summary. So number one, what's in the box, or what do you get? SMALLRIG was nice enough to include a very nice professional carrying case, along with the light itself, an AC adapter and cable, and also the reflector. Number two, let's talk about build quality. Mainly this is gonna be about the material that was used. The light is made out of plastic and metal, but does not feel cheap at all. The plastic is in areas to help reduce weight, and the metal is around areas that may get warm or need to be reinforced. Now, when talking about weight, this thing is massive. It looks like a freaking dinosaur egg and comes in at a solid 3,900 grams on the scale. Okay, number three, features that I like. The locking handle is a hefty sized chunk of aluminum that could easily be swapped out for a gear shift handle in the Mad Max Fury Road saga. Now, all jokes aside though, when hoisting this big hunk of meat up on a C-stand with a big old softbox attached, having a meaty lever to ratchet things down on is a must-have. So if you don't know, now you know. The C-stand in itself is a borderline hazardous piece of equipment. Every time I use that darn thing, I have to watch my fingers because it can and it will nibble on your fingers like Cheetos. So between me, you, and the fence post, I've nicknamed mine the Flying Guillotine. That means it's dangerous. Another feature that I like about this light is the light stand adapter. Now this part is hydraulic or dampened somehow. This adds a smooth amount of resistance when moving the light up and down, but also prevents it from crashing down on your dome. Now this feature might seem trivial. You will appreciate this if you ever forget to tighten things down. Also, when connecting the RC350D to the light stand adapter, it's done via an archetype mount that has two pegs on the adapter that insert into the light. This is a welcome safety feature to help prevent this behemoth from hitting the floor. The tie down knob used to ratchet these two parts together bites down with some serious authority, and the pegs add an extra safety feature. Now let's talk about noise and cooling. There is a massive fan installed in the chassis that is blowing air over a heat sink that keeps the insides cool. To my surprise, this light is extremely quiet, and when it's running, I can honestly say I've never heard the fan or felt the light getting abnormally warm. Okay, so let's talk about the release latch. The release latch, which is used to add soft boxes, is not hard to find or fiddly at all. I have another lower budget light, and oh my gosh, the release latch on it is terrible, but it is several $100s cheaper, so an upgrade here is to be expected. Now let's talk about the built-in carry handle. The chassis or case for the light has a handle built into the body near the rear. This makes hoisting the light up or carrying it around very easy to do. Now I did want to touch on an optional accessory, which is called the control panel. Now this little guy is cool because if you ever have to push this light up high on the C-stand, it's darn near impossible to reach the control. The panel allows you to control the light settings and effects without risking breaking your neck. The panel also comes with a nifty clamp that connects to your stand, while the control panel magnetically connects to the clamp. Now let's touch on effects. Not counting the normal mode, there are 10 different effects. There's paparazzi, fireworks, lightning, faulty bulb, TV, breath, flash, party, and flame. The frequency and power output can be changed independently for each effect. Now let's talk about power output. Unfortunately, I do not have the tools to properly measure and verify the listed output of 149,000 lux with a reflector. Now, when compared to both of my 60 series lights from Godox and nanlite, the RC350D is definitely brighter. Now this is important to me because there are times when I might need to shoot at a higher frame rate to slow certain fast moving objects down. Faster frame rates require more light, and the RC350D comes in clutch in that area. Now that's all the good stuff. Let's talk about some improvements. Really, there's just one. Now this light has been an absolute pleasure for me to use for this YouTube channel and creating content. There's one thing that I noticed that SMALLRIG could improve on, and that is with the DC-in connector. I noticed when I press the connector into the light for power, if you just plug it directly into the light, the weight of the power cable seems to tug down on the connector, which could place an unwanted strain on that connector. Now to fix this, I just looped the power cable through the handle and then plugged it into the light. This removes the unwanted stress and could be addressed with some form of cable management to hold the power cable up. All right, so in summary, the SMALLRIG RC350D Moonlight gets the Solomon Grundy Award for being solidly built and packed with useful features that actually work. The Conan Barbarian style locking lever and the hydraulic light stand are welcome features that help with securing the light to whatever you choose to mount it to. The addition of the NVIDIA sized GPU cooling fan and my guess is ceramic bearings keep the RC350D quiet as a church mouse and running as cool as a fan. The release latch for Bowens accessories is beefy and placed in a location that is easy to access, while the built-in handle is great for hauling the light around, but should be a standard feature for most lights of this size. Having the 10 built-in effects are nice to have, and even though I do not have the tools to confirm the 140K plus lux, the light is powerful enough to blow your freaking hair back. I'm just kidding. The only gripe was the issue around the cable management, and that is me really just nitpicking, because it took me literally 2 seconds to jury rig a fix without a trip to Home Depot. Anyway, that about covers it. And that was my honest feedback on the SMALLRIG 350D Moonlight. That is a daily driver for me. This light pretty much covers all of my current content creation use cases, and so far has been a great purchase. Hope you guys found this review helpful, and I will catch you guys at the next video. I'm out.